Dear students, good morning. We will continue the chapter 15 of properties of triangle. See the first theorem, one more, that is a third theorem in this chapter, that is triangle inequality. What is the theorem? The sum of the any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. So there are three sides in a triangle. So if you take any two sides, the length of the two sides is always greater than the third side. See the figure here. This is the triangle ABC. The length of AB is C, length of BC is A, and length of AC is B. I have keep in this way. In triangle ABC, let BC equal to A, CA equal to B, and AB equal to C. For example, I am taking the value, giving the value of ABC, A equal to 3, B equal to 4, C equal to 5. Now you add any two sides, that is A plus B is always greater than C, that is 3 plus 4 is always greater than 5, that is 7 is greater than 5. Then B plus C, 4 plus 5 is greater than 3, that is 9 is greater than 3. Then C plus A is greater than B. So 5 plus 3 is greater than 4, that is 8 is greater than 4. So from this example, we can prove the theorem that is sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. If it is in the same way, another important result using this measurement, the difference of any two sides of a triangle is less than the third side. For example, just see there, BC, that is A equal to 5 centimeter, B equal to 4 centimeter, C equal to 3 centimeter. Here, see that A minus B, that is 5 minus 4 is less than the 3, that is 1 is less than 3. Then B minus C is less than A. 4 minus 3 is less than 5, that is 1 is less than 5. Then C minus A is less than B, that is equal to 3 minus 5 is less than 4, that is minus 2 is less than 4. But the measurement is not in the negative length, so we will take A minus C. A minus C is less than B, that is 5 minus 3 is less than 4, that is 2 is less than 4. So hence in these two conditions only we can construct the triangle. What are the two conditions? The sum of two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side, and the difference of any two sides of a triangle is less than the third side. Now using this theorem, we will solve the questions in exercise 15C. The first question, is it possible to draw a triangle the lengths of whose sides are given below? Here only the measurements of three sides are given, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, and 4 centimeter. According to triangle inequality, sum of two sides, that is 2 plus 3 is greater than 4, that is 5 is greater than 4. Then 3 plus 4 is greater than 2, that is 7 is greater than 2. 4 plus 2 is greater than 3, that is 6 is greater than 3. So thus the sum of any two sides of these numbers is greater than the third. So hence it is possible to draw a triangle whose sides are 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, and 4 centimeter. Move on to second question. See there, 7 centimeter, 8 centimeter, and 15 centimeter. Is it possible to construct a triangle or not? Now we will check using the triangle inequality. Sum of the two sides is greater than the third side. So 7 plus 8 is not greater than the third side, that is 15 centimeter. Then 8 plus 15 is greater than 7, and 15 plus 7 is greater than 8. Clearly 7 plus 8 is equal to 15. So thus the sum of the two of these numbers is not greater than the third. So hence it is not possible to draw a triangle. So whose sides are 7 centimeter, 8 centimeter, and 15 centimeter. Question number 2. AM is a median of a triangle ABC. Prove that AB plus BC plus CA is greater than 2 times AM. Now see the figure, triangle ABC. AM is a median. Median means that is the midpoint of the side BC. So now the median divides the triangle ABC into two triangles. That is ABM is one triangle and ACM is another one triangle. Now first we will take the triangle ABM. I am taking two sides, sum of two sides AB plus bm is greater than am. Why I have taken these two sides? According to the question, proving question is there, that is 2 times am, that is the greater than the third side I am keeping as am. So ab plus bm is greater than am, that is equation number 1. Next I am taking the triangle acm. Here ac plus cm is greater than am, this is the second equation. Now we will add the equation number 1 and 2 gives, add the left hand side first, ab plus bm plus cm plus ac is greater than, adding the right hand side, that is 2 times am. So bm plus cm is equal to bc. So therefore ab plus bc plus ca is greater than 2 times am, hence proved. Question number 3. ABCD is a quadrilateral. Prove that AB plus BC plus CD plus DA is greater than AC plus BD. So what is given in the question? That is the side of the quadrilateral AB plus BC plus CD plus DA is greater than the sum of two diagonals, that is AC and BD. This is we have to prove it. So here the diagonals divides this quadrilateral, two diagonals divides this quadrilateral into 4 triangles. Now first we will see, take the triangle ABC. So AC is a diagonal, so ABC first triangle we will take it. So the sum of two sides AB plus BC is greater than AC. So the other triangle based on that diagonal AC, that is in triangle ADC. In ADC, AD plus DC is greater than AC. This is equation number 2. Now based on diagonal BD, there are two triangles. First we will take ABD, this triangle. So AB plus AD is greater than BD. This is equation number 3. Then the fourth triangle, that is based on diagonal BD, that is BCD. So BC plus CD is greater than BD. This is equation number 4. Now we will add all the 4 equations. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 gives. First we will add the left hand side of all the equations, that is AB plus BC plus AD plus DC plus AD plus AB plus BC plus CD is greater than AC plus AC plus BD plus BD. Now we will see that there are two AB is there, so I'll take 2 common outside and in the bracket AB. Then BC there are 2, so 2 times BC plus CD there are 2 times, then plus DA. AD is equal to DA, that is AD plus AD, that is DA 2 times, is greater than 2 times AC, that is 2 times AC plus 2 times BD. So 2 is common on both sides, so we will cancel it. So therefore AB plus BC plus CD plus DA is greater than AC plus BD. This is the given question. We have proved it. Next important theorem of triangle is Pythagoras theorem. What is the theorem? In a right triangle, the square of the hypotenuse equals the sum of the squares of its remaining 2 sides. You know that the triangle contains 3 sides. See the figure here, that is ABC is a right angle triangle. C, the right angle is at C. Now the opposite side of the right angle is AB, that is known as hypotenuse, that is AB is known as hypotenuse, and BC and AC are known as legs of the right angle triangle. Here according to the theorem, what it is given, the square of the hypotenuse, that is AB squared is equal to BC squared plus AC squared. It is given here, AB squared is equal to BC squared plus AC squared. So hypotenuse squared equal to sum of squares of legs squared. So thus, so now we will take length of AB is C, length of BC is A, length of AC is B. So suppose if the length is given, how to verify this Pythagoras theorem? That is C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. In order to verify the above result, we measure the sides of A, B and C. That is, I am taking A equal to 3 cm, B equal to 4 cm and C equal to 5 cm. So the largest side is C, that is 5 cm, that is the hypotenuse opposite to right angle. So C squared, 5 squared is equal to A squared, that is 3 squared plus b squared, that is 4 squared. So 25 equal to 9 plus 16, which is equal to 25. So the both LHS equal to RHS. Hence c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. From this theorem, the result one is, in a right triangle, the hypotenuse is the longest side. We told that. How to prove it? This one. So in a right triangle ABC, we have c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared by Pythagoras theorem. Now c squared is greater than a squared and c squared is greater than b squared. That is, c is greater than a and c is greater than b. C we are keeping that 5, so 5 is greater than 3, and c, that is 5, and b is 4, so 5 is greater than 4. So thus in a right triangle, the hypotenuse AB is greater than each of the remaining two sides, that is BC and AC. This is hypotenuse is greater than BC and hypotenuse is greater than AC also. Then BC and AC are known as legs of the right angle triangle. Converse of Pythagoras theorem. If the square of one side of a triangle is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides, then the triangle is right angled. What is the original theorem? We are taking right angle triangle, then we are proving that one. Here the converse is, so we will take one triangle and the square of one side of any one side of a triangle is equal to the sum of the square of other two sides, then the triangle is right angled. So thus in a triangle ABC, if AB squared is equal to BC squared plus CA squared, then the triangle is a right angle, that is the right angle is at C. So according to, if you take the measurement, C equal to 5 centimeter, A equal to 3 centimeter and B equal to 4 centimeter, then if you prove that the longest side will be the hypotenuse, you know it. So according, using that formula, C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared, then the given triangle, if the both sides are equal, then the given triangle is a right angle. Using Pythagoras theorem, we will solve the exercise 15D. First question, find the length of the hypotenuse of a right triangle, the other two sides of which measure 9 centimeter and 12 centimeter. What is the question given here? There are two sides of a right angle triangle is given. Now we have to find out the length of the hypotenuse. So we will draw a figure of right angle triangle, that you name it ABC. Right angle, that is 9 cm, one side is 9 centimeter, that is BC, and AC equal to 12 centimeter. Then we have to find out the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse, you know that opposite to right angle, so the right angle must be in C in this given figure. So what is the Pythagoras theorem? AB squared, hypotenuse squared, is equal to BC squared plus AC squared. So AB equal to x squared, which is equal to BC squared is 9 squared plus CA squared is 12 squared. Now 9 squared is 81, 12 squared is 144. If you add it, you will get 225. This is x squared equal to 225. Then x is equal to root of 225. How do you find out root of this number? You will do the prime factorization. After prime numbers, if are coming in the pairs, out of two pair, that out of a pairs, two numbers, you will take one outside, then you will know that, that is, after that if you multiply that prime factors, you will get that is 15. Otherwise 15 into 15 equal to 225. So the side AB, the length of the side AB equal to 15 centimeter, that is the hypotenuse. Question number 2. The two legs of a right triangle are equal and the square of its hypotenuse is 50. Find the length of each leg. So first we will draw one right angle triangle, that is ABC. According to the question, two legs of a right triangle are equal, that is XX I am keeping here. And the second sentence is the square of its hypotenuse, that is 50. So the length of the hypotenuse is root of 50. That is, here I have written here, see that AB equal to root 50. Since AB squared is given 50, that is square of hypotenuse is 50, then AB, the length of the side AB equal to root of 50. What is the theorem? AB squared is equal to BC squared plus CA squared. That is a Pythagoras theorem. Then in the place of AB, what is the measurement of AB? That is AB squared is 50 is equal to BC squared x squared AC squared x squared. So 2x squared equal to 50. Then x squared equal to 50 by 2, that is 25. Then x is equal to root of 25, that is equal to 5 into 5, 5. So the length of each leg BC and AC equal to 5. Here there is no unit is given, so you will write it as it is 5. Question number 3. The sides of a triangle measure 15 centimeter, 36 centimeter and 39 centimeter. Show that it is a right angled triangle. So definitely it should, the given measurement should satisfy the Pythagoras theorem. So the largest side is 39 centimeter, that is the hypotenuse. So using the formula, c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. This is by converse of Pythagoras theorem. What is the converse of Pythagoras theorem? The triangle is given. Now you have to prove that the one side of the square of one side is equal to the sum of the square of two sides. That is, the triangle is a right angle triangle. So the largest side is c, that is 39 squared is equal to 15 squared plus 36 squared. Then I am taking this 36 squared here for solving the equation in a simple way. So I can use the identity, that is a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Otherwise you can do it 39 squared you will find out, then 15 squared you will find out, 36 squared you will find out, then add it, then you can verify it. This is the other way. So this is the second way of doing this, solving this question. 39 squared minus 36 squared equal to 15 squared. Here it is in the form of a squared minus b squared. So a squared, a plus b, a is 39 and b is 36. So 39 plus 36 into 39 minus 36 equal to 15 squared. Then you will add it, that is 75 into 3 equal to 225. Then 225 equal to 225, that is LHS equal to RHS. Hence the triangle is a right angled triangle. Question number 4. A 5-meter long ladder, when set against the wall of a house, reaches a height of 4.8 meter. How far is the foot of the ladder from the wall? So what is given there? The 5-meter long ladder. So the length of the ladder is 5 meter. Then it's set against the wall. So now first we will draw one right angle triangle. This is the wall and the ladder is set against the wall, that is like the hypotenuse 5 meter, that is, so the length of the ladder is 5 meter and the wall of a house reaches a height of 4.8 meter, that is that the wall height is 4.8 meter, that is AB equal to 4.8 meter. How far is the foot of the ladder? This is the foot of the ladder C, and from the wall, this is the base of the wall. So now we have to find out CB, that is base of the right angle triangle we have to find out. So where is the right angle here? Now the B is a right angle. So opposite to right angle is the hypotenuse, that is AC. Now using the, now we will write down here, let the foot of the ladder from the wall BC equal to x meter. Length of the ladder equal to 5 meter, that is AC, and the height of the wall AB equal to 4.8 meter. Pythagoras theorem, AB squared plus BC squared is equal to AC squared. This is the Pythagoras theorem. Now AB squared is 4.8 squared plus BC squared is x squared is equal to 5 squared. Now using the, like the previous question, I am using the x squared is equal to, I am taking this 4.8 this side, that is 5 squared minus 4.8 the whole square. Using the identity a squared minus b squared, a plus b, a is 5 and b is 4.8. So 5 plus 4.8 into 5 minus 4.8. Now you add it, that is 9.8 into 5 minus 4.8 is 0.2. Then if you multiply it, you will get 1.96. So x squared equal to 1.96. So you can convert into fraction also, that is 196 by 100. After taking this one, after converting into fraction, you can do the prime factorization. That is 14 into 14 is 196, 10 into 10, 100. That is 14 by 10 the whole square. Here x squared equal to 14 by 10 the whole square. So x is equal to, using the exponents rule, if the powers are same on the base side, so the base will be equal. That is x is equal to 14 by 10, which is equal to 1.1. So the length of BC equal to 1.4 meter. Therefore, according to the question, what is the question here? Distance between the foot of the ladder and the wall equal to 1.4 meter. You will write the last sentence also. Question number 5. Two poles 18 meter and 13 meter high stand upright in a playground. If their feet are 12 meter apart, find the distance between their tops. What are they given here? Two poles. First I will draw the two poles, that is AB and CD. The length of AB is 18 meter and length of DC is 13 meter. And if their feet are 12 meter apart, that is the two poles distance between the two poles is 12 meter, that is DA equal to 12 meter. Now we have to find out the distance between the tops, that is the top is C here and then B. Now we have to find out BC. In this way we have to construct the figure here. After that we have to draw the perpendicular CE to AB. Okay, CE is perpendicular to AB. Now we have to find out the length of BE. How do you find out BE? That is total AB, we know that AB minus AE equal to BE. Then what is the length of AE? Because we have draw the perpendicular here, then DC is given 13 meter. So CD is equal to AE. So AE equal to 13 meter and AB equal to 18 meter. So 18 minus 13 meter equal to 5 meter. That is BE equal to 5 meter. And CE is a parallel to DA. So CE is also 12 meter. Now this is one triangle, that is CBE is a one right angle triangle. The right angle it has E because we have drawn the perpendicular to AB. So using the Pythagoras theorem in triangle CBE, CE squared plus BE squared equal to BC squared. So CE squared is 12 squared and BE squared is 5 squared, which is equal to 144 plus 25, which is equal to 169. So CB squared equal to 13 into 13, that is 13 squared equal to CB squared, then CB equal to 13 meter. So the distance between the tops, that is CB, is equal to 13 meter. Now move on to question number 6. A man goes 35 meter due west and then 12 meter due north. How far is he from the starting point? First see there, here west north it is given in the question. First we will draw the east west, that sign you have studied in SST also. That is, if we draw one line, that is south, the downside is south and then upper side is north. And then if you draw a horizontal line, that is the right hand side, that is right hand side to the south, that is east, and the left hand side is west. You will draw this perpendicular two lines first. Then first, according to the question, a man goes 35 meter due west. So now the point of intersection, these two lines is at meet at O. So this is the initial point we are keeping. Due west, that means west side he is moving 35 meter, that is OA equal to 35 meter. Then 12 meter due north. So from A to north is the upper side, that is from A he moves towards north, that is upper side, that is up to B, that is 12 meter. AB equal to 12 meter. Okay, so the upside, that is a direct from OA to he is going up upper side, that is directly perpendicular to north side, that is the angle, right angle is at A. Now what is the question? How far is he from the starting point? Where is the starting point? Starting point is O and he reached up to B towards north. Now we have to connect B and O, that is BO. Now we have to find out the length of BO. What is BO? That is BO is opposite to the right angle, that is A. So BO is the hypotenuse. Now we have to draw the right angle triangle here. OAB is a right angle triangle and OB is the hypotenuse and AO and AB are the legs of the right angle triangle. Now according to the Pythagoras theorem, now we will take a triangle AOB. OB squared, that is hypotenuse squared, is equal to OA squared plus AB squared. OA squared equal to 35 squared plus AB equal to 12 squared, that is in meter squared, because here it is given there meter. So 35 squared is 1225 plus 12 squared is 144 meter squared. If you add it, you will get 1369 meter squared. After that, you will find the prime factorization of 1369. Then you will write the prime factors here, that is a 37 into 37, that is a prime number. So 37 into 37, there are two 37s are there under the square root. So out of these two, you will take one outside, that is the 37. So OB is the hypotenuse. So OB equal to 37 meter. So in these questions, first you have to draw the sides of, that is the directions of the four directions, you have to draw it, and according to the question how he is moving, west side, east side, like this you have to draw it, and then from there he is going upside, that means north side, that is a perpendicular towards north. Then we will make a right angle where it is, then you have to find out which side is the hypotenuse. Hence the man is at a distance of 37 meter from the starting point. So from here, this is a starting point, from here he is standing that is distance of 37 meter. Question number 7. Find the perimeter of a rhombus, the lengths of whose diagonals are 16 centimeter and 30 centimeter. First we have to draw the rhombus. Rhombus properties you should know. All sides are equal and diagonals bisect each other at right angle. This is the properties of a rhombus. The diagonal is AC and BD. Bisect means exact, that is in the middle it cuts. Both diagonals cuts at the middle, and right angle, that is it forms a 90 degree, that is a right angle triangle. We will get 4 right angle triangles here. Now using this property, we have to solve this question. Rhombus, the perimeter of a rhombus. Perimeter means sum of all the 4 sides. Here the diagonal is given, that is AC. You know that is bisect each other, that is 16 centimeter. 16 by 2 is 8. So AO equal to 8 centimeter, OC equal to 8 centimeter. The second diagonal length is given 30 centimeter. So DO equal to 15 centimeter and OB equal to 15 centimeter, and bisect at right angle, that is 90 degree. That where it cuts, that point makes that everywhere. Here 90 degree, that is COB is 90 degree, COD is 90 degree, DOA is 90 degree, AOB is 90 degree. So we will get 4 triangles, right angle triangle, we get it here. Now we have to find the length of the side of the rhombus. So we will take any one of this triangle, that is we will, here I have taken triangle AOB. Angle 90 degree, the right angle is at O, so the opposite to right angle AB is the hypotenuse. So using the Pythagoras theorem, AB squared is equal to OA squared plus OB squared. OA squared is given 8 squared and OB squared equal to 15 squared. So 8 squared is 64 plus 15 squared is 225. Then if you add it, 289 centimeters squared. So AB equal to, again you have to find out the square root of 289. Prime factorization you can do it, that is 17 into 17. That is out of 17 you will take one outside, that is 17 centimeter. That is the side of the rhombus AB. You know that all the sides of the rhombus are equal, that is AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to DA. So perimeter of the rhombus equal to 4 into side. All sides are equal. So like square, the perimeter of a square is 4 into side. In the same way, the perimeter of the rhombus is also 4 into side. 4 into AB. 4 into length of AB is 17. That is 4 into 17 equal to 68 centimeter. So the rhombus, all sides are equal. So AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to DA. That is the perimeter of rhombus.